Hi, I'm Jade. 3 months ago, I thought I had the perfect marriage. My husband Derek and I had been together for 5 years, married for 2. He was a successful financial advisor. I worked as a graphic designer from home. Everything seemed fine until it wasn't. Jade, we need to talk about the grocery budget, Derek said one evening, his voice taking on that edge I'd started recognizing more often. What about it? I looked up from my laptop. Did I overspend? It's not about overspending. It's about accountability. You're home all day and I think you're snacking too much. My stomach dropped. Excuse me? I'm just saying, maybe we need some structure around mealtimes. I work hard to provide for us, and I think you should be more mindful about what you consume during the day. Derek, I buy groceries with my own money too. I work from home, but I work. He held up his hands. I'm not attacking you. I'm trying to help us both be healthier. Don't you want that? Of course I want to be healthy, but... Then you should be open to suggestions. I'm looking out for us. This doesn't feel like a suggestion. It feels like criticism. See? This is exactly the defensiveness I'm talking about. I can't even have a conversation with you anymore without you getting emotional. 2 weeks later, I came downstairs to find a padlock on the refrigerator. Derek, what is this? He walked into the kitchen, coffee mug in hand, looking completely calm. It's exactly what it looks like. We talked about this. We did not talk about locking the fridge. We talked about structure and accountability. This is structure. You can have access for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, scheduled meal times. This is insane. You can't lock me out of food in my own house. It's our house, and I pay most of the bills. You've gained weight, Jade. I'm concerned about your health. This is for your own good. I stared at him, speechless. Where's the key? I have it. When it's mealtime, I'll unlock it. Or you can earn access by completing the chores on the list I made. Earn access? To food? See? You're already being dramatic. It's just structure, babe. If you'd shown more self-control, we wouldn't need this. Derek, this is controlling. This is wrong. Wrong? I'm trying to help you. Most husbands wouldn't even care enough to do this. You should be grateful. Grateful? For being treated like a child? For having a husband who wants you to be your best self. Now, are you going to argue all day? Or are you going to look at the chore list? That afternoon, I called my sister Maya. He did what? Maya's voice exploded through the phone. Put a lock on the fridge. Says I have to earn my meals or wait for scheduled times. Jade, that's abuse. That's literally abuse. Financial abuse? Controlling behavior? It sounds worse than it is. No, stop. Listen to yourself. You're making excuses for him. Does he have access to food whenever he wants? I was quiet. Jade? He has the key. So he eats whenever he wants. But you have to earn it? And you don't see a problem? He says it's about health. It's about control. Jade, this is how it starts. First, it's the fridge. Then it's your phone, your friends, your job. You need to get out. I can't just leave my marriage over. Over what? Over him denying you basic access to food? Yes, you absolutely can. Actually, you absolutely should. But what if I'm overreacting? What if he's right and I... Stop it, right now. You are not overreacting. He locked the refrigerator. There is no universe where that's normal or acceptable behavior. The next morning, I started documenting everything. Photos of the lock, screenshots of his increasingly controlling texts about when I could eat, recordings of our conversations. Maya had convinced me to at least gather evidence, even if I wasn't ready to leave yet. Jade, it's noon. Why are you still in your pajamas? Derek asked, standing in the bedroom doorway. I'm working from home. I don't need to dress up. Part of the chore list is getting properly dressed by 9 a.m. You didn't earn lunch access today. My hands trembled. Derek, I'm hungry. This is ridiculous. Then follow the rules. They're not hard. Get dressed appropriately, complete your morning routine, finish the housework, and you get lunch privileges. Privileges? It's food. Don't raise your voice at me. I work 10-hour days to support us. The least you can do is maintain our home and take care of yourself. Is that really too much to ask? I do maintain our home. I work full-time and handle most of the housework. See, this is the problem. You think you're doing enough, but you're not meeting the standards. That's why we need structure. Your standards are unreasonable. My standards are what keep this household running. If you can't appreciate that, maybe you need time to think about what you really want from this marriage. Later that day, my best friend Nadia came over. Oh my God. She stared at the padlocked fridge. Maya wasn't exaggerating. He's at work. I have maybe an hour before he gets home. Jade, you're a grown woman being denied food. This isn't about health or budgets. This is about him controlling you. But what if he's right? What if I've been lazy? Stop. Right now. You work full-time from home. You contribute financially. Even if you didn't, no one deserves to be treated like this. Where's your nearest locksmith? What? We're cutting that lock off. I can't. He'll be furious. Nadia grabbed my shoulders. Listen to what you just said. You're terrified of your own husband's reaction to you accessing food in your own home. Do you hear yourself? My eyes filled with tears. When did this happen? When did I become this person? It happened gradually. That's how abusers work. They push boundaries little by little until you don't recognize yourself anymore. But you're recognizing it now, and that's what matters. So what are you going to do? I don't know. I'm scared. You should be. But you should be more scared of staying. My mom's a family lawyer. Will you at least talk to her? What will she say? She'll tell you the truth. She'll tell you your options. She'll help you understand that what's happening to you has a name, and there are laws against it. I guess, yes, I need to know my options. Good. I'll call her right now. She can see you tomorrow. That evening, Derek came home with flowers. Hey, babe. I know things have been tense. I got your favorites. Derek, we need to talk about the lock. His expression hardened. We've already discussed this. No, you decided this. I didn't agree. You don't need to agree. I'm the head of this household. Head of the household? It's 2024. And I'm the primary breadwinner. My house, my rules. Don't like it? There's the door. So that's what this is really about? Power? It's about responsibility. I'm responsible for this family's well-being, which means I make the tough decisions. If you can't handle that, maybe you're not mature enough for marriage. Not mature enough? I'm 30 years old. Then act like it. Stop questioning every decision I make and just trust that I know what's best for us. I took his advice about the door. 3 days later, I was sitting in a lawyer's office with Maya and Nadia flanking me like bodyguards. The photos and recordings you have are very compelling evidence, Nadia's mom, attorney Patricia Rodriguez, said. This is classic coercive control, financial abuse. In some states, this behavior is explicitly criminalized. What are my options? I asked. File for divorce, get a restraining order, document everything. With your evidence, I'm confident we can get you spousal support and ensure you're protected. Do you have somewhere safe to stay? She's staying with me, Maya said firmly. Good. The most dangerous time for someone leaving an abusive relationship is right after they leave. Having a support system is crucial. Jade, I need you to understand something. This will likely get worse before it gets better. He'll try to manipulate you, love bomb you, threaten you. You need to be prepared. I'm ready, I think. You don't have to be completely ready. You just have to take the first step. Are you prepared to do that? Yes. I want to file for divorce. That afternoon, Derek came home to an empty house and divorce papers on the kitchen counter. His first call came 3 minutes later. What the hell is this? Exactly what it looks like, I said, my voice steadier than I expected. You can't just leave. We're married. And now we're getting divorced. My lawyer will be in touch. Your lawyer? Jade, come on. Let's talk about this like adults. Like adults? Derek, you put a lock on the refrigerator. I was trying to help you. You're blowing this way out of proportion. No, I'm finally seeing it clearly. You've been controlling, manipulative, and abusive. This ends now. Abusive? Are you kidding me? I never hit you. Abuse isn't just physical. You denied me access to food. You made me earn basic necessities. You tried to control every aspect of my life. I provided for you. I gave you everything. Except respect. Except autonomy. Except basic human dignity. If you come back right now, we can forget this happened. I'll take the lock off. We'll go to counseling. No. What do you mean, no? I mean, no, I'm done. The papers are filed. I have a lawyer. I'm not coming back. You're making a huge mistake. You think you can make it without me? You'll come crawling back within a week. I'd rather eat ramen in a studio apartment than spend another day being treated like a child you can punish. This is because of your sister, isn't it? She's always hated me. She's poisoning you against me. Maya helped me see the truth. But this is my decision. Mine alone. Jade, please. I love you. We can fix this. If you loved me, you wouldn't have locked me out of food. If you loved me, you would have treated me like an equal partner. But you didn't. And now it's too late. You'll regret this. The only thing I regret is not leaving sooner. Goodbye, Derek. 2 days later, he showed up at Maya's apartment. I need to talk to Jade. He pounded on the door. She doesn't want to see you, Maya called through the door. Jade! Jade! I know you're in there! I walked to the door, chain still on. Derek, leave or I'm calling the police. Just give me 5 minutes. Please, I'll do anything. You've already done enough. Go home. This is ridiculous. Over a stupid lock? You're throwing away our marriage over this? The lock was just the symptom. The real problem was you thinking you could control me. That ends now. I'll change. I promise. I've already started therapy. I'm working on myself. I've heard your promises before. They're worthless. My lawyer will contact you about asset division. Until then, stay away from me. Or what? Or I'll get a restraining order. Your choice. He slammed his fist against the door. You ungrateful... Maya was already on the phone with 911. The police report from that incident strengthened my case considerably. Derek's threatening behavior at Maya's apartment, combined with my documentation of the food control, painted a clear picture. Your ex-husband has agreed to the settlement terms, Patricia informed me 6 weeks later. He'll pay spousal support for 2 years, you keep your car and your personal accounts, and the restraining order stays in place. He agreed? Just like that? Once he realized the alternative was me presenting all your evidence in court, including testimony from your sister Nadia and several of your neighbors who witnessed concerning behavior, he became much more agreeable. Men like Derek count on their victims staying silent. When you refused to play that role, he lost his power. Maya hugged me. You did it. You're free. It doesn't feel real yet. It will. Give it time. Healing isn't linear, but you're already so much stronger than you were 3 months ago. Derek tried one last time at the settlement signing. Jade, can we talk? Alone? No, whatever you have to say, you can say it here. I'm sorry, I really am. I didn't realize how controlling I'd become. Therapy has helped me see. Good. I'm glad you're getting help, but that doesn't change what happened. I know I hurt you. I was wrong. But doesn't our history mean anything? 5 years together? It meant something. Past tense. But you destroyed that when you decided to treat me like property instead of a partner. Can't we at least try to be friends? We spent 5 years together. No, Derek. We can't be friends. Friends don't treat each other the way you treated me. I hope you genuinely change for your own sake and for anyone else you date in the future. But I don't want any relationship with you. Not friendship, not anything. So that's it? Everything we had means nothing? What we had stopped meaning something the moment you decided I needed to earn permission to eat. Now, sign the papers so we can both move on. He signed. I signed. It was over. 3 months post-divorce, I was sitting in my new apartment, small but mine, with Maya and Nadia eating pizza straight from the box. How are you feeling? Nadia asked. Lighter, like I can breathe again. Is that weird? Not even a little, Maya said. You've been carrying the weight of that relationship for so long. Of course you feel lighter. I keep thinking about the person I was, making excuses for him. How did I let it get that far? Because he was gradual. He eroded your boundaries slowly, little by little, until you didn't recognize how bad it had gotten. That's what abusers do. It's not your fault. I know that intellectually, but emotionally, I still feel stupid sometimes. You're not stupid, Nadia said firmly. You're human, and you got out. That's what matters. But I got out. That's what matters, right? That's what matters, Nadia confirmed. And you helped yourself by documenting everything. That was smart. I'm starting to feel like myself again, the real me, the one who doesn't ask permission to exist. That's my sister, Maya said proudly. So what's next? Any big plans? Living, on my own terms, making my own decisions, eating whenever I want. Maybe that doesn't sound revolutionary, but for me, it is. It is revolutionary. You reclaimed your autonomy. That's huge. We laughed, and for the first time in months, it felt genuine. I've been thinking about starting a blog, I said, for other people going through this, to show them they're not alone. That's amazing, Maya said. You could help so many people. Maybe. Or maybe I just need to share my story. Either way, I'm done being silent about what happened. Good. Silence protects abusers. Your voice protects victims. My journey taught me that leaving isn't giving up. It's choosing yourself. If you're in a controlling relationship, please know you deserve better. You deserve respect, autonomy, and basic human dignity. And it's never too late to reclaim your life. What's your take on recognizing red flags in relationships? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more real stories about reclaiming your power.